If I'm being honest, I was a little worried about how 2023 was going to pan out, just given how terrible the month of January and the month of February were. But I'm happy to report that March was better than both of those months combined, and I am here ready and prepared to share with you my April 2023 monthly plan with me. And in this video, I plan to just not only share my plans, but share how I'm planning, and I'm going to talk, I believe, the whole way through. So first things first, I'm using my 12.9-inch Apple iPad Pro. I recently purchased a mini. You may have noticed that on Instagram, but for now I'm planning on my Pro, especially when it comes to filming, because it's just what I'm used to and I don't have time to be trying to learn, this whole how to angle my camera correctly to capture the mini the best and all of that. So we're just going to go with what I know. So this planner that I'm using is called the Simple Planner, and it's a planner that I created that is available for free if you click the link in my description box. So let's talk. I'm going to talk to you guys about everything that's happening, if I'm being honest. So first things first, this is my April section, and I like to start my monthly planning by setting up my monthly calendar. Sometimes I will plan first and then decorate. Other times I like to decorate first, only because I like to try to match the color of my pen and highlighters and stuff to the colors, to the decorative elements. And so I am using these free stickers from Digital Design. I think I've been using and loving her planners. We follow each other on not her planners, her stickers. We follow each other on Instagram. So whenever I see that she has posted some new free stickers, I run and download them. So you can get those for free as well using the link in my description. And these stickers right here are from the Dash Planner. So basically, for the whole entirety of this video, I'm going to be using stickers from the Dash Planner and Digital Design, I think is what it's called. And then of course, my digital planner. So let's talk about how I like to plan my month. For whatever reason, I like to go in chronological order, and I want to share with you a tip. This is not that big of a deal, but I just want to say that if you feel like you're writing outside of the lines, just continue to write outside of the lines, because unlike if you're using a paper planner, you can just circle the whole, or lasso in this case is what it's technically called, lasso that whole section and then move over whatever it is you're writing. If you have gone outside of the page or something like that, you can just move it over. Hopefully that makes sense, but I just want to throw that out there that you don't have to erase and start all over. I don't know, you may have been writing something much longer and more detailed than what I was just writing, but you don't have to erase it. You can just keep writing and then lasso everything and just move it over, or move it to where you want to move it. So first things first, we joined a gym in the month of March, and we have been attending these workout classes. So we're going to go on Saturday to this class called Step Cardio, which is basically with a step, and we do a lot of steps, lots and lots and lots of steps. So that's going to be a recurring event for every Saturday. However, you'll see that some Saturdays we're actually not available, or I'm going to be out of town or something like that. So I personally cannot work out. So therefore, you won't see that on every single Saturday, but that is pretty much a recurring event. And that's one easy part of planning. Once you create some type of element, you can always save it as an element, save it as a sticker, or just copy, or I keep saying copy, but really I mean lasso it, but copy it and paste it somewhere else on the page, and you don't have to keep rewriting the same thing over and over again. Also on the first, I have us going to this adult game night, and so I wanted to highlight that and to put that in my planner. And you'll notice that for a lot of the major events, I think, or a lot of the date nights, I am notating those using these boxes from Digital Design. And that's for no rhyme or reason other than, instead of just writing it in or using an icon like you'll see a lot, I just wanted to kind of break it up and do something different. So that's what's happening there. And then also I like to post YouTube videos on Saturdays. I was going to use the purple corresponding upload sticker from the content creator sticker pack from the Dash Planner, but I saw that there was so much purple there, and I was like, let's just bring in another one of the colors that's already on the page, and that happened to be green. So next up, I am marking our spring breaks. Somehow my husband has one extra day than I do, but it's okay. And I love marking any event that is going to span across multiple days with either the highlighter or some kind of washi strip or something like that. And pro tip, if you're trying to make a straight line with your highlighter, just make your line. It's probably going to be a little crooked, but hold it in place at the end and then it will snap into place and it will be a perfect highlight. So like I said, I have a spring break and my husband does too. And we're still going to be working out during that week. I do have a podcast interview for the 5th, which I purposefully scheduled it then because for this podcast, the interviewer is only available on Wednesdays at 10 and 11 a.m. Obviously, I go to work during that time. So once I saw that there was an opening for during my spring break, I hopped on it and I scheduled the podcast. Otherwise, I actually don't really care to do a bunch of side hustling and stuff like that during my breaks from work, because when I'm not at my full-time job, in my head, I'm just not really working at all. And so I don't try to take that as an opportunity anymore, at least, to do any more than what I have to do. So we are also going to a Hawks game in Atlanta on the 5th. And then, like I mentioned, I wanted to notate that using that box outline just to make it pop out of the page or off the page. And then I also notated a trip that I'm going on with another shade of green. And I thought that that kind of pulled everything together perfectly, specifically because the stickers that I'm using from Dash Planner are a shade of green, but they're not like that lime type of green that I was going for that matched the decorative elements in the stickers from K Digital Design. I really should look up if it's K Digital Design or if I'm making that up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. On the 6th, recurring event, Bel-Air. We have been watching Bel-Air. I am not a TV person, but when basically I can handle like one TV show per week or one series, you know, we can start a series and then I commit to finishing it, but I'm definitely not super into shows, but I love watching Bel-Air, and that's what we're watching currently until it's over, which will be probably May. Maybe April. I don't know. There's not that many episodes for the second, what do you call it? I don't even know what it's called. Not second series. The second, I really don't know what it's called. This is how you know I'm not a TV person. The second, I really don't know. Okay, so on the 7th, we have a dating anniversary. A long time ago on the 7th is when my husband asked me to be his girlfriend. And so while it's not our wedding anniversary or anything like that, I do want to notate it because I do it every year. On the 9th, we have Easter, and I was going to mark Good Friday, and these stickers, these holiday stickers are from Dash Planner. I think they were free, I'm pretty sure, but I did not mark it because the 7th was already congested and clogged up, and I just couldn't be bothered with adding another sticker. Plus, everybody knows that Good Friday is the Friday before Easter, and it just, I mean, it's not like I'm off of work. Am I off work? Oh, duh, I am off of work because it happens to be during my spring break. Oh, that's convenient. I didn't really think about that. I was going to say otherwise at any of my other jobs, Good Friday hasn't meant any, you know, it's been a regular day at my previous jobs. Obviously, I haven't worked my current job for long. Anyway, moving along, as I mentioned, everything is pretty much repetitive and pretty much the same. On the 12th of every month, we give our dog her monthly heartworm meds. On the 12th, I want us to go to this event, but I do need to buy tickets for that. And pro tip, if you are trying to select something, but another element is in the way, just go to your lasso tool and then deselect whatever it is you don't want to move. So in this example, I was trying to move the body pump or the FSW or something like that. And I kept accidentally picking up the text box. So it's easy to just go up to the lasso tool and then deselect text. And then I could easily move around whatever I needed to move around. So on this upcoming weekend, the weekend that I'm planning currently, not this upcoming weekend, but the one that I'm planning, which is the 14th through the 16th, there is this festival that I would like for my husband and I to attend. And then I'm also going to be hanging with a friend on the 14th. So I notated that with the outline box. Like I said, I kind of just have the dates that I'm going to have with people, which includes my husband and friends and family members. I just call them dates, whatever. Those, I have them popping off of the page using that outline box for the month of April. And I also want to mention that while we go to step cardio class on Saturdays, we also go on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then we do body pump on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And speaking of body pump, you guys, I recently got back into one of my childhood hobbies, which is something that I'm really good at, and I'm excited about doing that in the month of April. I didn't plan out when I'm going to do it because I don't want it to be like this huge thing. It's a hobby. I'm not going to make any money from it. It's something that I do purely for fun and for connecting with other people. So I didn't plan when I'm going to partake in this hobby, but it's not a solo hobby. I 100% need someone else to do it with me because it's competitive. So I didn't mark that because, like I said, it's just a hobby and I don't want to be planning out when I'm participating in that particular hobby. Same like with reading. I am back into reading. I've read more books in March than I think I did in the entire year of 2022. So same thing with that. I pretty much just read every night before bed. I don't want to have to plan out when I'm reading. I just really plan out anything that is time sensitive. And that's what I want to mention in this video. I like to plan out things that are time sensitive. Everything else, I don't really need to plan out. Like if we were just going to work out at the gym and do the elliptical or weight training and we weren't doing a class, I would not put that in my planner necessarily because it's not necessarily timed. But things with a time limit or that are time sensitive, I like to plan out in my planner. On the 22nd, I'm going to see Lil Wayne for what is either the 12th, 13th, 14th, or 15th time. I don't remember. I've lost count. Honestly, once I hit 10, I really started to lose count. My husband is going with me, of course, so I am excited for that. I'm also going to a planner meetup on the same day because I bought the planner meetup tickets before I bought the Lil Wayne tickets. So what I think is going to happen is that I'm just going to maybe pop into the planner meetup for maybe an hour or two and then leave to head to Lil Wayne. Or maybe I might end up skipping the planner meetup altogether, but I don't want to because I paid for it. But anyway, next up, I am going out of town with my coworkers to Myrtle Beach for a school behavioral health conference. That's essentially what it is. So I am excited about that. And then that next week may be also a little bit chaotic because I'm going to professional training, and then there's this festival I want to go to, and then my best friend's birthday is that weekend. So as of right now, she's thinking of coming into town. But again, it's going to be a little chaotic because I also have another conference that's going to be virtual where I will be a speaker. So I'm like, you're free to come down if you want for your birthday. My home is always open and welcoming to anybody, but I'm like, I kind of have a lot to do already. So we'll have to see. I'll be able to cancel. I could not go to some of the things, but the virtual conference where I'll be a speaker, I do have to attend that. Okay, so what's happening right now is I gathered these florals from the month of March, but I brought over the goals and the tasks from March, and that is because typically my goals don't change from month to month, the overarching goals. You'll see in my April reset video that I do have other goals that I would like to get accomplished for the month of April, but for the most part, those overarching goals, they don't change, and I have 4 of them. One of them is to take a personal day every month. One of them is to read X amount of books, really at least 1 book, but in April, I'm upping the ante, is to secure 1 sponsorship, and it is to exercise at least 15 times. Those do not change from month to month, so that's why I brought over those specific goals. But I'm still working on finalizing my April goals as of right now, and then I brought over the tasks because a lot of them are recurring tasks each month. I have to complete my mileage, submit my mileage, reconcile our family budget and reconcile our business budget. And I think I'm going to schedule a hair appointment in April. That's not recurring, but I do think I'm going to schedule one in April. And then I'm also bringing over just some tasks that are popping out to me as I'm planning out this. That's the whole purpose of this. I know that, sometimes we do some pre-planning and we plan behind the scenes and we plan maybe just randomly when we're out and about, something might pop up. But whenever I am planning out my month and actually sitting down to look at what all is happening, if any task pops up, then I like to write that down in my planner. But also some tasks I know that I'm not going to complete in March because I haven't even attempted to complete them. And so those have made their way over to this page as well. So the next thing that we're going to do is right now I'm filling in the rest of my YouTube upload ideas. Like I've mentioned many times before, I do like to upload midweek and on the weekend. And then right now I am rearranging some of my pages and I'm just using the thumbnails section. This is to me the easiest way to do this. And mainly I'm just kind of bringing over to April some of the pages that I like in April, which I'm going to do a flip through momentarily. So you'll be able to see what my whole section, my whole planning pages for April are going to look like, which I kind of just did a flip through, but I'll do another one momentarily. Right now I'm going into my elements section to bring over the habit tracker information. And so the cool thing is if you just copy any font, then you can change the color. So I'm going in and I'm finding a nice cute purple color. Purple's my favorite color, by the way. And then I'm erasing the highlights because they don't need to be there. And then I'm erasing the 31 because there are only 30 days in the month of April. And this is actually something new. This is my reading list. So far I have put the thumbnails or the title, cover pages, whatever, book covers for all of the books that I've read so far. And then I'm also going to add in some books that I want to read for April to include Things We Hide from the Light, The Psychology of Money, because April is money month. That's what I like to call it. And also, I'm Glad My Mom Died. I think I'm going to read that in the month of April as well. There also might be another book that I may potentially get to, but I want to commit to those three for sure. So what I'm about to share with you is basically just a flip through of the month of April. And honestly, I should have left this its regular length because I talked a lot and I still didn't say everything I wanted to say. But this is my flip through for the month of April. I'm ready to go, ready to move into the month of April. And right now what I'm doing is going into Canva to create my desktop wallpaper and my home screen, my lock screen wallpaper and my home screen wallpaper, which also serves as the desktop for my computer as well. So that's all of my Apple products all lined up. This is my planner on every product that I have, which is an iPad Pro 12.9 inch, iPad mini, and my iPhone. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you're new and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys back here next month for my May Plan With Me video, but specifically at the end of this week for my April reset video. Bye guys.